I've been hearing Ralph use this argument about racism being invented by the left again, repeatedly. So while my next project is taking a little longer than expected with the amount of research involved, let's re-release one of my old videos. This was sometime last summer, and I'm debating Ralph and 5 or 6 of his little minions, at least 2 of which are now in staunch opposition, after they've eventually seen through the, well, let's be fair to the neo-reactionary, very well thought out deception. I'd like to hereby dub this argument of Ralph's the Gullibility Test. Ralph understands that anyone who falls for this line of thinking will literally fall for anything. Don't be that person. My favourite bit has to be the moment he couldn't stop sharing his screen fast enough.
Simple question for you. Do you think there's black on white racism in the UK?
Of course, yeah. The racists come in all like colours and races.
Okay. What about the brown on brown one now?
But, hold on,
it's nice putting all the pressure on the white people, but what about the brown on brown one?
Hold on, Ralph. You don't you claim that racism doesn't exist? And are you kind of congratulating me for accepting that black people can be racist?
No,
you're again contradicting yourself.
No, I'm very consistent.
Like you always do. No, you're not being consistent.
Okay.
Because does racism exist or doesn't it? Are you congratulating me for?
You've asked me 7 questions. Do you want me to answer 7 in a row with the characterizations? I'm giving you.
I know you're not going to answer any of the questions.
No,
but
okay.
Go ahead.
Here's my view. If you want it, I'm on video multiple times saying it. You can check the videos. Racism is a left-wing concept invented in the etymology of the 30s by Trotsky. It's a Marxist narrative that says one race oppresses another. I reject the idea intellectually, but if we use the term in its form racism, my position repeatedly, consistently is either everyone is racist or no one is racist.
Well, I agree. Everyone is racist to a different degree.
That's my consistent position. I've never said anything else.
Wait, hold on. Lister, you didn't admit that last night, mate. You're not being consistent. You're not being consistent, Lister. You didn't admit that last night.
What did I say last night?
You said you're not racist at all, and I said to you, everyone's racist to a degree. And I said to you, you've said it before. And you said, quote me on it. And I said I can't. And you said I've never been racist. And now just said everyone's racist.
Can I explain? Can I?
Not consistent. Not consistent.
Can I explain?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not racist, bro.
Everyone.
You know what? I am not.
Come on, Hassan. Please let me speak. Everyone. Hassan, I was speaking.
Man, carry on talking then. I'll shut my mouth, man.
There's some echo going on.
Okay, go on, man. Let's stop self-referencing, guys. Go on,
everybody has these unconscious bigotries that they have, and we have to recognise when they're let out, like whether we act on them or speak about them, and we should acknowledge that we've just done something bigoted and racist, and say
like microaggressions. Like microaggressions.
No, so if we bring it to Tommy Robinson, he knows he said something racist because 50% of his fans that I've asked so far have said, yeah, that's a racist statement. So he shouldn't be then going on around saying, show me one thing that I've said that's racist. He should say, yes, I have said racist statements and I've apologised for them.
Yeah, I want to know what you said yesterday. What you said yesterday and what you just said to me a minute ago is not consistent, and you're pulling people about being not consistent.
Okay, so yesterday I said I haven't said anything that's racist.
We can come back to that, but as this, we can't just skip on. We will come back to that, Welsh, honestly. But this question that you asked Ralph and Ralph answered, has that been answered, or is it still up in the air?
The what? Sorry.
Was my answer? Close your questions, Lister.
What was your answer? You didn't answer.
Yes, I did. I said racism is a left-wing concept invented by 30s by the Trotskys, and
No,
if I accept the definition, either everyone is racist or no one is. I'm repeating the same answer. I'm on video saying the same thing again and again. So do you accept my answer?
No, because what was the question?
Yeah,
what
you
was,
should,
what was
'cause
one
it's
of the
fact.
questions that I asked?
It was your question, mate.
Yeah, what was one of the questions that I asked you? Repeat
You
it.
said, so if I replay what you said you're not consistent on racism, you're not defining racism, you said racism doesn't exist. Now I'm telling you, no, I didn't, and here's what I've always said.
And today you said that it does exist, and you
No, I
said that
didn't.
black people can be. You just said that black people can be
Listen,
racist,
again,
and I said yes they can. Yes they can,
Listen,
and then you congratulated me on
Lister,
it.
you're making yourself look a bit foolish, mate.
Yeah, Lister, again, let me try to be helpful and generous and open here. Are you trying to understand my position, or are you trying to find something you think is inconsistent?
No, he's disingenuous. Always.
He's trying to. Yeah,
he's looking for flaws.
Answer.
He's disingenuous.
Let's answer for himself.
It's not understandable because it's inconsistent.
No. Let me try again.
You can't congratulate me for accepting that black people can be racist and then also claim that racism doesn't exist. It's been made up by the left
No,
wing.
maybe you don't understand the answer. I'll try the third time. It's the same answer in video. Many places find it because it's what I believe. Racism, not racialism. Racism is a left.
Listen, I'll answer the question for him, yeah, because it seems that you can't get the answer. But he's answered the question 3 times, mate. And you're making yourself look a bit foolish, yeah, because Ralph has been very consistent in what he said.
He's repeated himself.
The same thing as what he said to you just now, every single time.
And he's ignored the point that he said that black people can be racist too.
Yeah,
so
of course black people can be racist. He said either everyone can be racist or no one can be racist. What don't you understand about that?
Okay, so which one does Ralph believe? Everyone can be racist or no one's
obviously,
racist? Which one is it?
Obviously, everyone is racist. That's what he's saying. Everyone is racist.
So he agrees that racism
including
exists,
you, yeah? Including you.
So he does agree that racism exists and it's not invented by the left.
So, all right, so if everyone is racist, will that mean that everyone has a problem? Or is that then just classified as a societal norm that people just need to adjust themselves and get moving?
I'd like Ralph to answer the question.
No,
if everyone's racist,
I understand Lister's question.
No, you don't, man. What you want to do is make a narrative that's going to suit your Marxist beliefs. That's it.
One sec. I understand that Lister is saying, how can you say brown people are racist, yet you're saying racism is a social construct made by the left? Is that the question, Lister?
Yeah.
No. And Ralph,
if it was positioned to a white person being racist, he would go back to his white people can't be racist. Well, people can't be racism is just invented by the left wing thing.
Okay. Right. So is Ralph still there, or is he dropped off?
I'm here. Look, you're missing the point. Look at it again. Here is the word racism. Look at the graph. It was invented by Trotsky in 1930s. It never existed as a word before, and it's part of a Marxist narrative that says one race oppresses, because oppression is a Marxist concept. One race oppresses another.
Right.
That is racism. No, that is the etymology. Let me finish. That's the etymology of racism. It starts in the 1930s. Sorry?
Keep the screen up.
No.
Yeah. So
shut up and listen.
Let me just finish this. In the 1930s, as a Marxist term, it shows up. Everything was flat in racism, barely written about till the 1960s. Look, civil rights. Once the 1960s civil rights was delivered with the last acts in the 70s, it went quiet until the far left penetrated, and now it's shot up again because of the far left. I am saying racism, again repeating for the 4th time, racism is a left-wing Marxist concept, and if I accept the definition, either everyone is racist or no one is racist. Listen, do you understand my explanation, mate?
Yes. Now put in paedophilia into that search bar.
Is it 1L or 2?
1L.
I don't think it's...
There you
go. That up. Keep similar graph, huh?
No.
Is that invented by the left?
No, but why is that different? Why is that a similar graph? It doesn't look at all like the other one, unless your maths fails you.
It's similar years. Now put in genocide.
Oh, mate, listen, what's the point in getting this guy to put in 100 different words?
We're going to stop at this.
Because
let's
looking
close
at
the last
graphs and making wild claims about them just isn't relevant at all. Like, has genocide been invented by the left?
Only if you can't read the graph. Only if you can't read the graph.
No,
Listen,
you can't make that conclusion out of that graph. You can't make Ralph's conclusions out of that graph.
You hate being white.
No.
Yes, he does. I bet he beats himself every day.
We apologise for everything the white person's done, whether it's right or wrong. Your opinions are basically anti-English, anti-white.
What have I said that's anti-English or anti-white?
What you're on about? Fucking listen to your own.
Bingo. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
Repeat something that I've said that's anti-white or anti-English.
But before, can we just close out the point, please? The last point, Lisa. Do you understand my understanding of racism?
I think I understand. So which one do you think it is? So which one do you think it is? That no one is racist or that everyone's racist? Which one do you accept?
Me, I think everyone is racist, and I don't think racism is negative. I think it's expression of in and out preference.
So you accept the left-wing invention of...
Say again?
The word that's going to cause division that was designed by the left is now being put into effect in a very effective manner by people like you, Lister, that can't see the fault in yourself and just insist on seeing the others.
No, but
you've got the same discrimination deep down inside than we all have.
Hassan, it's simpler than that. All left-wing thought is derived from Marx. What did Marx do? Marx misread Hegel, and when he read Hegel, he thinks if one force is opposed to another in the Hegelian dialectic, the force that wins is oppressive. Racism and sexism are downstream from that idea that one race does better or overpowers another race. It's oppressive. So racism is an oppression Marxist narrative.
Ralph, I'll ask you the question again. Which one do you think it is that no one is... well, I know which one you think it is. You think that everyone's racist. So how can you believe that everyone is racist, but then you believe that it's invented by the left and it's a social construct?
No, because...
Which one is it?
No.
Which one is it?
It was defined by the left.
It was defined by the left. Correct. It's defined by the left, and under that left scorecard.
So it wasn't invented by the left.
So what part of that?
It was invented by Trotsky and Marx. I gave you the intellectual heritage. It's from Trotsky to Marx.
Do you have a claim that everyone was alive? Do you have a problem that everyone was once alive?
No, he's changed his story again. It wasn't invented. It was defined by the left.
Correct, defined.
He contradicted himself again. So
it is, and you really don't know the meaning of contradiction.
Ralph, now I can agree with you.
Okay,
Ralph, now I can agree
thank
with
you. So if the language is better, it was invented by Trotsky as a framework.
No, defined.
Defined by Trotsky as a framework, and within that definition, I believe everyone is racist. I don't accept the definition, but within the definition, so for example, Newtonian mechanics is wrong. We know that. But Newton defined Newtonian mechanics. Within Newtonian mechanics, I can tell you what the gravitational force is, even though it's wrong. The same way, racism is a left-wing Marxist narrative, and within it, I believe everyone is racist. The progressive left.
Okay, Ralph, so now we've come to the conclusion that everyone is racist and it does exist and it was defined, not invented. So now, do you accept that everyone is racist, but to different degrees?
Correct, and the brown people are the most racist in the world.
So do you think that we should do something to solve the problem of the most racist people?
And do you think that should be persecuting the white people? Lisa, do you think that should be persecuting the white people when the majority is the browner people?
No one should be persecuting anyone.
No, but according to you, your claim was that, right, look, just because racism exists and we're not at the top 10, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't sort it out. See, there's the sense in it. Let's deal with number 10 when number 1 is the real problem.
No.
Yeah. That's why I will say that you're anti-white and anti-native to your own people.
No, so
you see fault in yourself when the actual fault lies there.
Okay, Hassan. So your argument goes that we should only concentrate on the most important problem. Everything else we should just drop and not think about.
No, Lister, what we should do is first of all get people to accept that there is racism against white people.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, but I think more importantly, let me talk.
I think Ralph said that there is racism against everyone.
I had a great question. Do you think something should be done about it? If we accept the left-wing definition, then we need to do the first thing we need to do about that is remove that definition, replace it with a better one.
Okay, what's the definition?
A better understanding of interracial concepts that racism trying to define is all racial groups have an in-group and out-group preference. Some of it is good and rational, some of it is irrational. So if I went down the street and I hated with an irrational passion every Vietnamese person I said, I'll have a problem. If I acted on that irrational hatred and decided to keep punching little Vietnamese women in the face, I have a problem. If, on the other hand, I said, no, I don't want my country to be overrun by Vietnamese people, that's not unhealthy. That's an in-group preference and out-group bias. And
yes, here's the thing. Here's the difference here. Here, when you were classifying that as Vietnamese, you were saying my belief about these or my opinion about these.
Mm-hmm.
But and then with your data, you're saying this group of people have opinions about these. Why can't we keep it about the individual's opinion about this group of people and isolate those racist people or most racist people who act on their racism instead of saying all Indians.
Because the judgment that the left everyone's a racist and then starts pointing fingers has been discredited, and for that reason we're in the situation that we're in.
And my answer is simple. I'm not going to play the left-wing narrative game for race relations. Go check out the COE panel for
tonight. But I think it's like you.
COE invited me to debate on Black Power, where me and another guy debated, Shaka and a bunch of other people, on what we believe is the correct way to deal with it, and that does not have the racism narrative defining it. So I'm not going to let a Marxist narrative define how I see race. I'm going to reject the Marxist racism narrative altogether.
Ralph, you did just let me define your argument. You just allowed me to change your word from inventing racism to defining racism. So Correct. You will allow a Marxist, which you think is me, to define your arguments. Thank you very much. I'm done.